Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I have the Moza Mini C gimbal here, and if you don't know what a gimbal is, it's basically a device that's used to give stabilization. Now this one has a 3-axis and it's actually for smartphones. There's different kinds of gimbals out there. So in this first part of the video, I'm going to unbox it and kind of give you a tour of the device. And then we'll go out and take it outside and just use it and show you what a gimbal actually does. Basically, if your phone your phone has video stabilization, that's great, but it probably won't ever be like a gimbal. The gimbal is going to be very stable, and there's different controls on the gimbal here, and I'll crack the seal open now and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's move around here with the unboxing knife. This thing is so sharp. Let's see if I can slide out. Again, this is from Moza. And this is their gimbal that they have for smartphones. There's different types of gimbals that you'll see all over the world that people use. And very seldom do you see really good ones for smartphones that are affordable. So in this box right here, again, this one right here has different controls on there, and there's a lot that comes along with owning a gimbal. So a lot of people don't buy gimbals, probably it's because they're very pricey. And I don't need to name names of any of those gimbals, but I'm pretty sure you know who they are. They're very expensive. So in the box here, you're greeted with the quick start guide, and I'll go ahead and go through this before when I get going. But here is all what you need to know how to work this gimbal. Now, it may look confusing, but this is just basic instructions, just telling you what to do to get to where you want to start using the device. So I'll read over that. And I'm actually going to read this because honestly, I've never had a gimbal before. Then you get some tools here. And this is the battery that you'll use because gimbals are battery operated. And this is a 2600 milliamp hour battery here. This little battery is 2600 milliamps. And you get some, this is the battery pack. This is where it'll hold the battery. So it's going to slide in place like this. And then it'll go into the gimbal like that. And then you've got another bracket here. And you've got the charging cable. Now, I obviously have lots of USB cables, and this is just a regular standard USB 2.0 cable. And then you've got the gimbal itself. So here it is. Wow. Wow. This is a piece of work. Now, this is battery operated, so you can kind of see the weights to help balance this thing and how you can use it. But basically your smartphone will go in here. Let's loosen this up here. And the way I'm doing that is unlocking it on the back right here. And this is how wide it goes for this phone. So you can use some pretty big phones in here, not too big. And it slides, as you can see, like so. You unlock this portion right here. And you tighten it and adjust it to your device size. And then it'll stay locked in place, but I'm going to leave it unlocked on both sides once I get a phone in there. But that is how you'll do it. And the gimbal will go like so, and you'll be able to control it. This is where you charge it at, right here. And down here, you'll see you have the branding here. You can see lock and unlock here, like so. As you can see there. And here you've got the button for controlling the gimbal, because you can swing, and this is going to be probably the power button. And this is going to be to adjust it with the swivel. And again, this is another charging spot right here. And this is obviously the grip, and more than likely the battery goes right in here. So I'm going to charge the battery up, and it's going to be drop test of the back part. There's going to be multiple parts to this video. So this first portion here is the unboxing. It's going to take me a couple of days to get through this video. But this is just the unboxing portion, so keep watching and now you'll see some hands-on time with it, and then we'll get on to the other portion of the video. So this is a gimbal. A lot of people might not know what a gimbal is, but a gimbal definitely will help you get great stabilization on smartphone. Now, this is a smartphone gimbal, but there are different kind of gimbals out there. But this gimbal right here is designed for smartphones. And what it does, it'll help you get that steady, smooth shot like that. So I'm going to show you some footage of this particular gimbal by Moza. This is a Mini C. I've had this for probably 2 months, maybe 3, I think. And I've tested it in a lot of different situations. So before doing a review on some things, this is my first experience with a gimbal. So before I do a review on this, I had to really give it a shot and see what advantages it had over just using the smartphone itself. So as I'm tilting and panning here, this button right here is actually how I'm doing that and controlling it. It's kind of like flying an airplane. So down is up and up is down. And you put your smartphone in there. I'm using it with a very big smartphone because I want you to see the type of smartphone that it could hold. So if you're shooting footage, I can move this thing any way I want and it'll stay up and down, basically, if you will. If I want to go pan left and right, get that smooth motion shot like that, I can do it. So the camera will basically hold its form as it's going around and keep the video footage right on point. So you do have this controller here. This is like a joystick. This is the power button. It can link through Bluetooth. Within this handle here, there's a battery. You can also charge the base. This can also go on a tripod, as you can see right here. And this is how a gimbal works. So I chose a phone like this Sony because the rear camera doesn't have optical image stabilization. So now I'm going to show you some footage with and without the gimbal. And don't so much focus on what I'm filming, I guess. Look at how steady the camera is and when I pan compared to me holding the gimbal itself. I'll have a link in the description for this, so be sure to check that out. Gimbals, disclaimer, are not very pocket friendly in a lot of situations. This is probably the most affordable one that I've seen in a long time. There are some gimbals out there that cost upwards of probably 500 bucks. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about investing in a gimbal. I wanted to review this one for you because it's one of the more pocket friendly ones. It's under $250 and it's really nice. So when you pan with a gimbal, you can see if I tilt my hand all the way down, it'll find a way to balance itself out. And I went a little too far because it started to vibrate. But you can kind of see exactly how a gimbal can help you if you're one of those people out there who want to use their smartphone to shoot footage and get steady footage. So now let's actually take a look at some footage. I'm going to continue to use the Sony.